Hey everybody, my name is Alex Merced and I'm a developer advocate for Dremio. And in this video, what I'm going to do is talk about where you can learn more about Apache Iceberg. Okay, it's a hot topic, and why? Because it unlocks the ability to do more with your data lake. So by using Apache Iceberg as your table format, and again, just to kind of reiterate what a table format is, keep it real simple. Think of it as this is going to allow the different tools that you use to interact with the data on your data lake to be able to see the sea of Parquet or C files and other types of data you may have on your data lake, to be able to look at the data as tables, to do updates and deletes concurrently and safely. Okay, along with features like time travel, partition evolution, hidden partitioning, lots of great stuff. Okay, so basically, bottom line is it's going to allow you to treat your data lake more like a database or data warehouse. So that way you can, one, save money, one, have access to more of your data, and make more access to more of that data self-service using, depending on the tools that you use with your data lake. Okay, so wow, that sounds really exciting, Alex. So where do I learn more? Of course, there's the Apache Iceberg documentation here at iceberg.apache.org, where you can basically learn about the project itself. And basically, if you go click over here on Docs, you can kind of find all the information about like how to use it with different tools like Spark, Flink, Hive, etc. Okay. There's also this Apache Iceberg 101 article over here on the Dremio blog. Okay, this actually was written by me. This has a bunch of videos where I kind of go over a lot of the concepts around Apache Iceberg. Also, it acts as a directory of a lot of the greatest content around Apache Iceberg around the web. So you can find here all sorts of links to all sorts of great articles and videos on the topic of Apache Iceberg. So it can become sort of like that one-stop shop for content on Iceberg. But there's also the Apache Iceberg FAQ. Okay, in this case, it's similar to the 101 article, except framed more in question and answer format. So basically, if you have a particular question you're trying to find out when it comes to Apache Iceberg, you can kind of look through here and find the answer to that question, along to links to resources where you can learn more. Okay, so again, that's also part of the Dremio blog. Okay, so I would definitely check those out. They link you out to lots and lots of content all around the web, making it really easy to find the specific type of content on Apache Iceberg that you need. Okay, sometimes you're just trying to create a quick environment to try it out, to get hands-on with Iceberg. Okay, here at the Dremio Developer Advocacy, we have this repo. Okay, so there you can see the name of the repo so that we can look it up on GitHub. But it has like a lot of little guides. Okay, links to the articles that we just mentioned, but also little articles for like just showing you like, hey, what the settings are for different catalogs if you're connecting on PySpark or straight from Spark SQL. Okay, how to connect to Dremio to pull data from Iceberg using things like Apache Aeroflight. Lots of how to create a little local environment with Dremio, Spark, and Minio, so you can practice working with like Apache Iceberg. So a lot of little resources just kind of like on how to quickly and easily set up an environment for evaluation and try these things out and get hands-on. Okay. Also, make sure you register for Subsurface Live, which is only a week away. Okay, March 1st and March 2nd, so next week. Okay, so and if you're watching this after that, then there's always next year, and make sure to watch the recordings from this year. But again, what's going to be interesting this year is we're going to have live locations on top of it all being virtual. There will be also a hybrid event, so there'll be live locations in San Francisco, London, New York. I will be at the New York location, so if you attend there, you can meet me. But there's going to be lots of great talks, including many great talks on Iceberg. So let me go to sessions by topic. Okay, and there's going to be great topics on optimizing your Iceberg tables, on how to use the metadata in your Iceberg tables, and so much more. Okay, so if I click here to see like all the different like Iceberg talks, okay, you can see like there's a lot of talks on Iceberg about like migrating from Delta Lake to Iceberg, scaling your row level deletions, okay, optimizing your tables, rewriting table history, all sorts of really, really good stuff. Okay, I've gotten to see some of this content, and I'm going to tell you, mwah, chef kisses of some really good stuff. Okay, and there's even more Iceberg stuff when you take a look at some of these other categories. So you're going to have a lot of content around Apache Iceberg at the Subsurface conference. So that's another great place. And also you can watch the talks from previous years of Subsurface conference that also had a lot of Apache Iceberg content. And again, generally a lot of the links to those you'll find in the 101 article. I think I actually have a section specifically on that. So yep, right here, Iceberg Subsurface conference talks. So you can see the talks from previous years right there. Okay. Also, we have a weekly program at Dremio called Gnarly Data Waves, which you can subscribe on Spotify, iTunes, on YouTube. Okay, And we do like Apache Iceberg hours every like month and a half, where we'll do Q&A on Iceberg. So any questions you have, you can come attend to the live recording, and we will answer your questions there live. So you can listen to the recordings of those to see what questions people have asked in the past. We've done episodes on migrating from Delta Lake to Iceberg, and we'll be doing other type of Iceberg migration episodes, episodes on Iceberg partitioning, all that kind of stuff is coming up. So subscribe to Gnarly Data Waves so you don't miss any of that content, and listen to the previous episodes. All the episodes are evergreen, so the content's always useful. Okay, also there's this page, Apache Iceberg Workshops, where there will be in the future like Iceberg workshops and then sharing of other Iceberg educational content from the web. So keep an eye on that. Just follow that on LinkedIn. Okay, that'll be very useful. Also on Twitter, you can follow me, Alex Merced, okay, at AM Data Lakehouse. Okay, always posting a lot of Iceberg related content. And you can also follow my counterpart here doing developer advocacy at Dremio, Dipankar Mazumdar, okay, at Dipankar TNT, okay, here on Twitter. We're constantly posting content. Dipankar posts these really great images explaining a lot of concepts regarding using like Dremio, Apache Iceberg, and whatnot. So I highly recommend following him. It's really great content. Yeah, so with that, you should be able to kind of constantly sort of be in the know of what's going on in the world of Apache Iceberg and how you can use it to your best advantage and really kind of, again, make that data lakehouse a reality so that way you can do more with less. And that's always the goal, to be able to do faster queries, store less, have access to more data while storing less data because you're not duplicating your data, because you're able to work with it directly from your data lake. Okay, but also democratize your data, have your data set up in a way where you get to duplicate it less, but it's also easy for everyone to use. And that's where tools like Dremio can be really interesting in helping you do that. So if you're interested in trying that out, head over to dremio.com. Okay, head over to dremio.com and click on here on Start Test Drive. Okay, and then here you can actually get hands-on with Dremio in a few minutes. You just fill this out, try out a few queries, see how easy it is to use Dremio, and that'll give you a nice interface for you to use Iceberg tables in your data lake, and also make sure you share access and control access and document your data with your entire team. So my name is Alex Merced, developer advocate at Dremio. Have a great day and enjoy, and I'll see you around.